this is like... Okay, I'm just gonna see and go turn on my... Hello, Kevin, where are you? He's like, where are you? Hi, Joanne. I am just going to, our internet had kicked out, so I am trying to see how to do this in a little bit of a different way in case my internet decides it doesn't like me again. So just bear with me as I figure this out, where we're going. And hopefully you can help me with adjusting my light and letting me know if I'm too dark. We'll see what happens. And apparently I don't even think I can watch the live on my Kindle because it's not through the app. I don't know. I should have done that earlier. Okay, so I will just try. Maybe I can get my phone to see if I can watch comments that way. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Just bear with me as I get this set up here to see what we are doing. Because, let's see. All right, so I think I can have it on my phone now. All right. Okay. There we go. Now we're cooking. Okay, so hopefully, is my lighting okay? So I see Joanne, Karen, Kevin, Rebecca, Candace. Do you all see what I have to... Oh, shut up, Kevin. You love me and you know it. All right. Oh, let me turn off the volume on the phone because then you guys are going to have speaker going. Okay, so I think I'm supposed to have my stand a little bit higher. With my husband hooked up my new iPad holder and I pushed it down because I'm short and I couldn't see. And now that I did that, it's not even in the zoom in, it's in the regular. And yeah, I probably need it higher because there's not a whole lot of room to work with here, but we will make it work. Okay, so hopefully everything's good. I'm sorry there is a glare with my light, but I want to make sure that you guys actually can see when I'm coloring. So you see the nice reflection there. And when it's behind me, I think it's probably a little bit better angled. So yeah, all right. Well, we'll put it back where it was and do it that way. Yes, sometimes I'm a hot mess, but that's half the fun, you guys. Ooh. Okay, I don't think my husband screwed the thing on very well because it's very loose, but hopefully that'll straighten up and I won't put paper down. Okay, this is the image we'll be doing today. There's that. Woo. All right. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, guys. I have no idea what we're going to create today. I just took out some random stuff. I will know slimlines are pretty much all the rage. Okay, so I probably need to put her down a little bit lower near that 8.5 by 5 box there. That should, let's see. Is it up? Okay. Anyway, so look, I figured we could do a slimline card. I have my new little sprinkles here, so if you want to make a shaker, we can do that. I printed out my sentiments that came in the digital file so we can make our tag with there. And then I have, because I thought it would be so cute, because, you know, it's Hello Kitty, so we can use the hello die for hello, and then it's like Hello Kitty, because she'll be right there. And then I just grabbed some of the banner dies. Don't know which ones we're going to use. The shaker dies. And I got some different stencils. Just randomly picked some. I had, this one was from the Love Me, Love My Pets. No dye for her, Karen, because it's a digital stamp. So I just cut her out with my Cameo. So if you have a scan and cut or a Cameo, you can just do her that way. So I didn't know if I wanted to do the paw prints, but then I thought, oh, this one was really pretty too, which is the diamond ball crosshatch. And then I also like when sometimes stencils are just peeking out from underneath the image instead of doing a whole background. So then this one was from the Save the Day, so I thought that could kind of maybe be cute too. So as you can see, I have absolutely no plan of what I'm going to do here. So the easiest way for me to get started is just to color, because then usually when I pick up things with my coloring, then the card layout later will come to me. So I was talking with Steven earlier today, and I was like, I don't really have a pink combo for my colors because I'm not really a pink person. So Steven just randomly gave me some pinks that we can color her with, which is our wasn't the R39, RV29, RV25, and RV23. No idea if they're going to work or not, but that's half the fun, is just picking random markers and going with it. The only marker combo I know and I use all the time is my skin combo, but usually, otherwise I just roll my markers over and I just randomly pick colors and I just kind of make them work for what I want them to do. So that's what we'll be doing with her hair and her outfit today. So, all right, so let's get started. We're gonna start coloring her skin because as you know, I always start with my skin. Can those stencils be bought separately or are they part of a set one has to get? The paw print one is in a grab and go, and so is this one. That's the Save the Day, but this is an individual one that you can buy off the website. It's not in a kit. And then eventually some of the grab and goes that we are discontinuing, the Conquer the World and the It's a Little Strange, at some point those stencils will probably, the overflow of them, they'll be individual as well, just like we just did the die for the Conquer the World. We just let's be bought individually. So we're gonna go ahead, let's go ahead, you guys, we're gonna start her skin. And I chose her when I drew her with the I don't know, Kevin, what are these kind of curls called? Pin curls? I don't know. For me, it's like Buffy from My Family Affair, if any of you guys remember that show from back in the day. So I liked her, or Cindy from the Brady Bunch. So I thought those curls would be cute. It'll be nice because she's a bigger stamp because of her head, so we'll have more practice with our curls. Am I okay, you guys? Do you need me to zoom in because I'm watching it on my phone and I look far away, but on my iPad it's closer, so I don't know if you guys need me to zoom in or if she's okay the way I'm doing her. So if someone could just comment and let me know okay or to zoom in so we can readjust, and then we'll start right away with that skin tone. Hi everyone. Hi Waleska, Emma, Dana. I'm going to say your name wrong. I know we do Inma when we talk to you on the side. They are called curls. Okay, geez, thanks for that, mister. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start with our E04. And again, this is my basic go-to skin color tone that I always use. And we're just going to go ahead and make sure I have the right glasses on too. Yeah, I do. Okay, we are going to just go ahead and lay down our shadow areas, and I do this with my marker as much as in a perpendicular 90 degrees to my paper as I can, so I get that nice thinner line because I don't want it to be too chunky for when it has to get blended out, which you can fix when you do your second layer. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go down her leg. I always cross over a little bit to get the bend in her knee. And then back down again. And then we're going to do just a little up on this side of her leg as well, and under her shorts hem. And then we're going to do the same on the other leg. And the knee bend is on the outside. like so, and then just down like that. I do my face after I do my body. So this is just how I work, but you guys can just do it how you need to. So our second color we're going to use is our E11, and you literally go over the E04 that you just laid down, and you just extend it a little bit more. So you can see between this arm and that arm how I literally went right on top of it, and I'm just extending it out a little bit further. And the reason why you want to go back up on the marker that you did is so it starts getting the saturation of the alcohol inks, so they start blending and going for that smoother blend. And we're just going to repeat that on our other leg. And those of you that have watched me color before, whether it's in this group, at a retreat, or in the expos demos, you know that it's all about repetitiveness, and we just do the same things over and over with our different markers. And now we're going to take our E21, and I usually color fast, so I'm trying to go a little bit slower. So if anyone's coloring along, you're keeping up, because I usually speed through the ones, especially skin, because I do this color combo all the time. So it just comes really quickly for me to just kind of barrel through it. So if I'm going too fast at any time, you guys just post a message for me to freaking slow down, and we will do it. Usually I'm the type of person, if I can't get my project done in under an hour, then like it's not worth it for me. So I really like to get all my coloring done within an hour, because then I actually would get bored if it took me too long. Because my mind races all the time, you guys, with other things that I need to be doing. So like if I'm washing the dishes, I'm like thinking of coloring. If I'm coloring, sometimes then I'm thinking of, oh, a new design I should be working on. So my mind always races for me. So I don't like to waste a lot of time on things. So I try to color quickly just so I can get on to my next thing I want to do. Sorry, that was E00, and now we're on E000. This is our last color, and we're just blending it all out. And again, you're going over everything that you already laid down. I probably should have taped her to my glass mat here so she's not bubbing up. And just like that, we have our first layer down. And now, again, if you've watched me color before, we always do 2 layers. The second layer always goes faster than the first because you already laid down all your foundation work. And you're just literally repeating what you've already laid down. Oh, and just so you know, I'm in my dining room coloring. This is now my little workspace. So my son is in the living room, and sometimes he'll just blare the television. So if all of a sudden you guys hear music or something in the background, just know that that's my kid watching his thing, doing his movies, and usually it's Star Wars that's blaring in the background. I think right now, I don't even know what one he's watching now, but yeah, if you hear weird stuff in the background, that's what that is. All right, that's what people call you is if you call me Immaculata, I think I did something wrong. I'm the same way. My name is Anne Marie. That's my first name, but the only time I get called Anne Marie is when I'm in trouble. My sister, who's also in this group, is Kathy, but her Facebook name will say Catherine, and if Kevin will call her, oh, Catherine, hi, and she's like, tell him to call me Kathy, because Catherine's when we get in trouble. So I totally understand about using the full name. If anyone calls me Anne Marie, I kind of look at them like, are you really talking to me here? Because it's just weird to be called by my full first name. All right, so now we're on our E21. And again, we're just coloring over everything that we've done up to this point, and you're just extending it, building in those layers, extending them, but you want to, again, you want to go over your previous layers so they're all smoothed out. If you only go over the section of the new area, it's not going to blend as well. It's not going to saturate them together. And then you're going to get those harsher lines. And that's also why we do our second layer, is because the paper is now getting really saturated from all the layers you started to put down. Ooh, this one's starting to dry out. And that's why we like the 2 layers, because it smooths it out a better time on that second layer. We might have to grab another one of these. And now our E000. And I'm probably going to be able to savage that E00 by doing this layer, because this will be wet enough to help blend what I missed there. And there is our sweet girl's little knobby knees and her legs and arms. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start on her face. Okay, let's see. This is my first class. Thank you for the Digi. You are more than welcome. Yes, Rebecca, when I have to do Stamp Club, you're in it as Rebecca. And I'm always like typing in Becky to find you quicker, and then I can never find you. So here is our E04. And for this, I am going to go underneath the opening of the little Hello Kitty, like so. And then I'm going to go a little less than halfway on the side of her face, probably up to where that second eyelash is. And now her face is a bigger area to color than her arms and legs, so you're going to be needing to extend your color layers out further, because here it's such a narrow space. Here's a bigger space that we have to fill in. So this is my E11. And I'll show you in a moment. You can see how much of an extension I did here, whereas on when we did her arms and her legs, it literally was just a smaller, thinner line. But we have such a bigger area to cover, we have to extend it to help fill in those spaces a lot more. And it does require more work when you have your larger spaces, because you have to work those blends just a little bit more, because it's a bigger line that you're going with. And now we're going to grab our E21. And again, I'm going over the previous colors and just extending it down. And then when I take my E21, I usually like to do it where it goes around and touches the rim of the top and side of her eye. And then I'll do the same thing over here, bringing it all the way down and then going around the rim of her eye. Now don't worry that it might look a little blotchy or uneven at this time. It's only your first layer. It's all going to smooth out on your second layer. And now we're going to go in with our E00. And what I like to do here is draw around the eye to get the white part that's around her eye. I'm not very good. Mindy does hers with a pencil. Steven, he just freaking does it, and it just comes out as a perfect circle. I don't know how. Some people are just better at it than others, and I am not one of them. So this is our E00. So first I just go around the eye, and then I'm going to bring it out to the cheeks, and then blend this to start making the lighter area get in there. Like so. And then I'm gonna take my E000, and I'm just going to bridge all the gaps. And someone's at my door and nobody's getting it. Hold on. Alec! Sorry, guys. It's never a dull moment at the Kelly house. Okay, and so it's going to be blotchy, and that is 100% okay, because like I said, we have to fix her up. But before we do our second layer of the skin, we're going to go ahead and add in some cheek color. So I like to take my R22, and I like to go from the eyelash area down and around to where that black line of her eye ends with this darker color. This is just how I like the color to show up because it's darker on her higher cheek. And then I take my R20 and I go over that, but this time I go around and I feather it out towards the mouth on her, like so. So it's a little bit darker on the sides of her face, and then it comes down and it gets softer as we go. And then just to smooth out those rough edges of the cheeks, I take my E000, and I don't go over the whole thing. This is the only time I don't. I just feather out the pink to blend out like that. Okay. Sorry. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and begin my second layer. So we're going to do our E04 again. And just repeating that all over again. So we didn't go all the way down with it. And this is just a little small line we're making because this is just to add a little bit of the shadow underneath her little Hello Kitty open mouth hood area. Then we're going to take that E11 and we're going to go right on top of it, and you should see it pretty much just blends right out immediately because your paper is already saturated from your first layer. And then right here, it's a little too dark, so I'm just going to go in that a little more. And then don't forget that you want to make sure that you extend it down wider on this because it is her face with the larger area. And now we're going to go back with our E21. And this is the one that I like to go all the way to the end of that eye and go around it, getting that closure. And then I'm going to go across the bridge of her little, where her nose, and then around this other eye, and down the side. And you should start to see that the blend is more smooth. And now we have our E00. And I'm just going to go around that eye a little bit again because I did lose some of the whiteness with the pink, but we can fix that later, so don't worry. And then you're going to go around here. My marker is really running out here. I guess I'm going to have to make sure we fix that before our next one. And now we're going to take, you know what, we're going to go back and we're going to do our cheeks again really quick before we go over everything with that E000. So back with that R, what we got here, sorry, R22, eyelash to around where that black rim on her eye ends, like so. Then our R20, feathering it out and just going around her cheek, and then doing the same thing on that other side, like so. Looks like she's got bad sunburn at this point. And we're gonna fix and soften that all up with our E000. Just go over those edges. It like melts away. It's just a fun thing to see when you blend colors that just go really well together, how it just like melts into one another. Okay, and I'm just hitting some of these other areas just to smooth my blend. And there is her sweet little face. She does have a neck. It's really hard to see. I'm not going to use my E04, and I'm not going to put too much attention on it, but I'm just going to hit with my E11 just so that the color at least is in there, so it's not white later on when I need to do it. And did I bring my colorless blender? Yes, I did. Okay, and then for her tongue, I'm just going to take my E04, hit in her tongue, and then take my colorless blender and just hit a little on the side and the top. Where's my, this one's a little dry too. Hold on, here we go. Just go a little on the top and on the side to get a little bit of a highlight on the side of her tongue, like so. Okay, so there is our beautiful little skin. I'm just gonna go through comments really quick. I know Kevin's here, so hopefully he's answering everything that needs to be here. Everyone, hello. If I didn't say hi, I see Becky and Brenda Mackenzie, Sharon, and let's see, Dana. Let's see. All right. Aiden and his mom are legit less than a foot away from each other. That's okay. I love being a foot away from my kids, so that's awesome. Ashley was excited to color her. Did everyone lose connection? Hopefully no, and hopefully no offense, it's you and not me, because we did lose internet earlier today. Chanel loves the Twin Stars and Choco Cat. I like Choco Cat too. My favorite is Keroppi. So we are going to have a Keroppi. I'm trying to think. Who else did I drew? Tuxedo Sam, Hello Kitty, and Keroppi. My Melody we kind of already did back a while ago for the expo. So that's already in the store. And see, now that's Murr. I thought he would be a little hard to do because he's, I don't know. But we'll see what other ones we can do. But I definitely, I got the 3 started, so at least I have this one and 2 others ready to go when the time comes. Okay, so let's do, what do you guys want to do for her hair? What color are you guys thinking for her hair? Don't forget, I kind of want this to be Valentine's, so I do want some pinks in there. So do we want to do like some pinks in her hair? We're going to do her, obviously, Hello Kitty with the white and the pink bow. And then Hello Kitty's nose is yellow, which is kind of funny because I used to always think it was pink, but it's yellow. So I figured we can tie in yellow somewhere too. So we want to either maybe do her with as a blonde, or we'd want her to have pink hair, and then her outfit can be the yellow to go with her. I think everyone seems to want pink hair. Okay, I guess we're doing pink hair. Now, this is what I do. Hold on, let me go grab. So I always usually have extras when I color, like so. Especially because as I said before, I do not have go-to colors. I know that we've made them for the retreat and we give them to you guys, but the only one of a go-to hair color I know is my peacock black. But usually I just reach over and I'll pick anything I want. But Steven did give me some ideas for pinks today. So I usually just, do a couple areas on a scratch image to see if they're going to work and if they're going to blend well. So we're just going to try that and see if this combination that Steven gave me earlier is going to work. So Steven suggested we use R39, RV25, RV29, and RV23. So let's see how it goes. So I'm going to start with, I don't even know what we're starting with. Let's start with our RV29 to get some of the red in here. And I'm just going to play around. This is how I color all the time when I'm just trying new things to see if I'm going to like it or not. And I'm not going to color this whole entire image because I'm going to do it on my image. This is just for me to see if I'm missing a color in between a blend or if I need something darker. This is just how I play around with my colors to see what I want and need. And this one looks like it will give us a nice pink after all. So we will be using this, and then we'll just have our nice R, our darkest R later. Okay, so this works. Okay, they blend good together. So this is what we're going to do. It is for Becky, or Rebecca, shame on you asking for me to repeat. No, I'm just kidding. It's R39, RV29, RV25, and RV23. Okay, I will put the caps. I don't know if they show up on camera as well, but I'll say them again. R39, that's going to be our darkest color that we're going to use, and I do that one. And then we're going to use RV29, RV25, and RV23 for the highlight. Okay? I don't know if you guys are coloring along with me or not, so if you are, that's what you need. So there we go. So let's start. We're going to start with our RV29 and start putting in some of those darker colors. And I'm going to do it from my roots going towards on the top side of her curls. If you look at her curls, she's got a top side, and then it goes down, and then it comes over again. It twists and curls. So we're only doing these with the highlights going to be on the top parts because that's what's going to catch the shine. And then our darker colors are going to go, she took 10 screenshots of the combo. You're so funny, Emma. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to skip these little in-between pieces because those are going to be our darker shadow pieces in a bit. So I'm just, when I do hair, I do flicks. So I am going to be flicking away from myself because I get better flicks away than to. Some people flick better to themselves. So just do whatever one is going to be comfortable for you. And you see that these ones are going up and around, and then this one's kind of going over. So you want to kind of turn your paper so that you're going the way that the hair is pretty much drawn. I mean, think of like a candy cane when it goes around the hook. If it kept going in the same way, in the same directions of how you get the candy cane, it would look kind of funky. So just always be, cautious of the way your hair is turning and how you're drawing those, because you want yours to follow the same curves of it. Okay, so that was RV29. Now we're going to take our RV25, and we're literally going to go over the ones we just did and extend it out. And you can see it's blending and melding really nice right with that darker RV. Flipping her around And again, just going over and around. She's gonna have a cute little small highlight in the middle of her hair. Pretty in Pink. You need to go see the movie Pretty in Pink before you can call it that, though, Steven. But yeah, this is a cute little pink combo. Reminds me of like cotton candy. And now I'm sorry, RV23. I'm just going everything. And it is melding it all together really nicely, like so. And you know what? I think the little tip of here also needs to be in the same color lot as the rest. And then we'll do our second coat, and then we'll do those underscores with our darker color. Like that. All right, so now we're gonna just repeat that same exact thing with the same. Okay, you ready for this, Becky? You wanna hear what's even worse than him not seeing Pretty in Pink? We were just talking about this today, by the way. You know what he has not seen, and I could not believe it? He hasn't seen 16 Candles. Like, I remember months ago me asking him about Jake Ryan, and he had no idea who Jake Ryan was. And then today we were talking about the 80s movies, and he's like, I've never seen 16 Candles. I was like, oh my goodness. Right? That's horrible. Like, how? Okay, granted, Steven is younger than us. He was born in the 80s, so he's not going to be, 5 years old watching the teenage love movies like we would have been because we're a little bit older. But still, like, 16 Candles? Come on. That's a cult classic. I'm going to buy it and mail it to them so he can watch it. And now I'm back. I'm sorry, RV25. I asked him today, what's your favorite 80s movies? And it's good because he did pick ones I like, which was The Goonies. I forgot was the other one you said. The Goonies. Oh, and The Breakfast Club. And then that's how we got on the subject of like Pretty in Pink and 16 Candles. And I was just like, how have you not seen those? My son has even seen them. We have 80s movie night, and I make him watch movies with me. He liked Can't Buy Me Love with Patrick Dempsey, which was a great one. And all of those 80 movies, John Hughes movies were great back in the day. All right, so there is our RV23. And now I'm going to take that R39. What? Mackenzie, it is not suffering through them. Those are great movies. Horrible, horrible, Mackenzie. That's not good. I'm sorry, R39, I'm just going to add some of my dark flicks in here for some shadows. Get those curls really going, especially in these little crevices here, like so, just for some textures. And I always like a couple of them to be longer, like so. And then I always take my lightest color just to soften my edges. Now I'm making her look a little bit more red than pink, so we'll have to make her outfits lighter. And there we go, there's one. And now we're gonna do those, the under parts of the curls. So this one we're gonna start with our R39. Can't Buy Me Love is really good. All-time favorite movie was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Rebecca says it's not an excuse Steven. She was born in the 80s and she's seen all of those movies. We're going to have a movie marathon. R39, guys, we're going to start with our shadows. It's a smaller area, so you don't want to do too big of a flicks here. But you just want to get it in there. And then we're going to take that RV29 and pull them down like so. And then fill in that last color. I'm just going to grab that RV23 just to blend it out. And they're not dark enough for me, so I'm going to go back in with that R39 and I'm going to repeat it because I want those underscores to be darker. Like that. So there's one of her curly cues. And now we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So we're starting with that RV29 again. And let's see, what did I did this little one here. And then down. And sides. And just, like I said before, just turn your paper, turn your images so you have the flow of it as you are coloring it along. That's why we like to put the lines in our hair when we draw them, so you guys get the feel of how I was imagining her hair to go when I drew the images for you to color. That doesn't mean you have to do it, but it's really good, especially if you're just learning and are a beginner and you're not quite sure lines to follow, but it always works really well. Okay, so RV25, going over it and extending. These are small areas, so you don't gotta go too far. RV, like so, leaving those little areas for where the lighter pink highlight is gonna catch on to it. And then this one is coming down the side this way. And then our RV23, filling in the gaps on these outer curls. Getting that highlight area. And again, you want to, even though you're using your lightest color, you want to go over everything to saturate the whole paper. If you're using good paper, your paper on the back side should look like this. This is so you know that your markers are working well with your paper. Obviously, depends on the papers that you're using, and it depends on how much blending you do, but you should be able to see something on the back side of your paper. Kevin, that's your homework too. You need to watch this. Yeah, we can call this hair combo Pretty in Pink. Let's see. Becky lived next door to Anthony Michael Hall's grandmother when she lived here in Deerfield Beach. That's pretty cool. I was an Emilio Estevez kind of girl. I didn't care about Anthony Michael Hall because he was the geek, but he was funny. But I used to care. Brenda probably might remember because we were in school together. I had like a picture of Emilio like on my freaking notebooks. It was, yeah. You can watch them. I haven't had the time to do anything. I'm glad you're here, Giovanna. She's not talking about the TV show. She's talking about the movie Teen Wolf, I think. Okay, here we go. So RV29, we're going in for our second layer. Yeah, okay, sorry. RV 29. I made Kevin watch George of the Jungle. Because that's a great movie too. So I will get him and Steven to have to watch. Well, we always tell each other what shows we need to watch, so we all have this, we have stuff to talk about. RV25 is up next. So we're just blending that out here and extending it. Like so. Hi, honey. Daddy's home, everybody. Woohoo. You making a video there? Yeah. We're live right now. You can say hi to everybody. And then our RV23, blending it out this way. Like so. And again, I'm going over everything to meld it. Here we go. Yeah, I don't remember. Whatever you ordered. I don't know what you order. And then that R39, just to kick it up and add some of the strands in there that I like. This is, if you like it before this step, you don't have to add these in. I just always like darker contrasts in my hair, and especially in the shadows. So I just like to always add those in there like that. And then take that lighter color and just go over it. It always softens those edges. Was any of this Alex? No, I think Alec already ate, honey. So there's that. Okay, and now we're going to do those undersides of the curls. So we're going to use that R39. And we're just going down on the edges here. That's a lot. I already ate the whole fucking thing on this one, actually. And then the RV25, blending it out. It's a really small little area, you guys, so you're not going to get tons of contrast in it, but you want it to be contrasting to the top part. See, so this one I actually made too big with the lighter color. So I'm going to go back with that R39 and fill it in a little bit more because I don't want to highlight so much in this under part of her hair, like on this side. So I'm just going to keep fiddling with it so it doesn't have the shine like the tops do. Okay? So there is our hair. Frozen mac and cheese. I like mac and cheese. Okay. Oh, yes, Eddie and the Cruisers. I love that one, Nikki. That's a great movie. Michael Perry was awesome in it. And I also liked, what the heck was, The Idolmaker. Do you remember The Idolmaker? That was a great one, too. Yes, I love George of the Jungle. There we go. The pink combo will now be used when I color me as the Chibi Kids because that's pretty dang close. Pretty cool. Glad that it helped. Okay, so we're going to use these again later. Probably maybe on her shoes or something. Who knows? But now, and we need her bow, but her bow we need to be bright, right? No, Hello Kitty's bow's red, I think. Shoot. Okay, we'll figure that out. Okay, so let's go ahead and start on our Hello Kitty head. So we're coloring it white, but when you color white, you know, you don't actually color everything when you're doing white. And some people like to do white with grays. I like to do my whites with blues just because I like to have a little bit of color. Sometimes the grays, if you use too much of a gray, you can actually make the white look murky. At least I do, because sometimes I get heavy-handed. So that is why I'm going to use my blues. And it's just to add a little bit of color to them. You're not even going to be coloring the whole area. You're just coloring accent parts to give it the hint of white. So to do that, we're going to use our B02 B00 and B000. Actually, I think one of these has a bad nib. Nope, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so these are what we're going to use. And then you need your colorless blender as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to start with our Hello Kitty. And then we'll add some little, cheeks for her as well. So with my B02, I'm just going to, with my pen at like a 90-degree angle again, I'm just going to make a little bit of a line down the side of her face. And then I'm going to feather it out a little bit as it starts going to that curve under her chin. And then I'm going to repeat the same thing down the other side. And again, when I start getting around that curve, I'm just going to let it start tapering off, like so. And then for her ear, I'm going to bring it down a little bit for the ear and then start following that curve and then rounding it out there. So I'm just following the lines but extending in some areas. And then I'm going to go around the top of the mouth type area. Who's it? No, nobody call me. Okay, I turned the volume off, so that's... All right, sorry about that. Oop, now I lost you. Okay. And then we need to add just a little bit for the shadow that would be under her bow. So I'm just doing little areas, not going around the whole thing. And then here is her other ear behind. So we're just going to like so. And that's all I'm really going to add for the blue. I might come back in and do some on the inner part, but we'll see when we do the next layer. So now we're going to go take our B00 and we're just going to start feathering it out. And you don't want to go far because, again, this is just to add a hint of color to it. So you want to keep your line still relatively thin. But you want to extend it a little bit because you have to get that blend going. Like so. And then wherever that marker ends from the first one, just take your next marker and have it extend a little bit further, feathering out to start softening the line. And then we're just going to go down this one last side here. And be careful when you go around her hair that you don't pick up any of the pinks. Like so. And then we're going to take our B000, which is a very light color. And this is when you're going to start bringing it in a little bit more. And adding, I'm using the side of my brush now to get a wider angle. Because you're going to go back in with the colorless blender and take away some of it, which is a really cool way to soften the color to get it to go away. Like that. Oh, I didn't do under her little bow here. Like so. And then I'm going to just take my colorless blender. And you're oh, look at that. That had red on it. Let me make sure this one's got a cleaner nib. Don't you just love live when things like that happen? All right. All right, so you're just going to hit that side area of the blue with your colorless blender, and it's going to soften it and make it start going into the white of the image to make it fade without having a really harsh line. Remember, this is your colorless blender, so you can go over the edges, you can go over the whole thing that you just did. It's just going to soften everything up while you do it. I got a little bit of that red in there, which I'm not happy about, but it happens sometimes. Okay, and then I'm going to go take my R20, and I'm just going to put in some cheeks for her under the eyes. And then again, I'm going to take that colorless blender, and I'm just going to hit all around it to soften it up as it goes around. You can even, let's put some in her ears, since I already got the red in there anyway. You don't have to do this if you don't want, but I need to hide that little bit of the red my blender picked up and didn't smooth it out. And then I'm just going to soften that as well. And there is our cute little Hello Kitty face. Okay, her bow is various different colors. Classic is red, but you could do anything. Yes, we can do anything. Okay, yes, we used to do the Hello Kitty hats. I think we had 3 or 4 of them. We had quite a bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and do her bow. So for her bow, let's use our RV25 and RV23, just so we can get the brighter pinks in here for now. So with my RV25, I'm gonna go around where the button top part is on the bow. I'm not very good at bows. Some people, they do like amazing like folds in their bows. No, mine are pretty plain. I haven't mastered how to do a good bow. And then this is my RV23. I'm just gonna blend that out. Like so. And then let's come back on the other side with a little bit of that RV25 again. And we will push that in. And then have the RV23 as the center. And we're just blending it in there. And then we're gonna fix it with our second layer, since now I know I'm just gonna have the edges in the dark and then the lighter in the center. Like so. And then we just have to bridge it together. And there's her bow. And let's get that's that RV25 again. And blending it out. For me, it's not dark enough, you guys, so let me grab that RV29 just so I have a darker color in here, because I really like when there's a darker color popping it all. And then let me just go over that with my RV25 to blend that out. And then we could hit it up with our RV23. And I like that a lot better. But I'm gonna add it back in because I really want that dark part to be there. I'm just softening it up with that next level of color, like so. And there's her cute little bow. And now for her nose is yellow. So let's see, I am going to grab, these ones don't, let's see, Y38. And hold on, let me get another Y. Let's see what we got. Y38, and let's try maybe Y19. Let me see why. Just doing this on the side really quick. So this is how I just put down my little colors and see if they're gonna blend. They're actually very close in color. So Y19, let's see, Y12. Nope, that's getting us, oh, because I picked YR. Whoops, wrong one. Y17. I need a lighter yellow. Oh, here we go. 13. All right, so let's do Y17, Y30, 19, 13, and 17 we'll do on her little nose, which is a small area, and it's asking a lot of colors right there, but so we got the Y19, and then our Y17, and then finally hitting it up with our Y13 and blending that nose out like that. And we'll do that again. So here's my Y19. I'm just putting it on the side. And then my Y17 is going over that and extending it. And then our Y13 is gonna blend that out. So now she's got her cute little yellow nose, and I think we're gonna do her overalls in the yellow. Oh, look. So what I just did, add. I need a baby wipe. Oh. Clean this down while we're, oh, didn't do it fast enough. Alrighty. Shannon, can you hand me a paper towel really quick or a napkin? Alright. Here we go. Alright, so let's do her little jumper. So again, we're going to do with our Y19. And we're gonna hit a little on her suspenders. Gonna go around the side. Add a little fold here and there. On the side, we're gonna go underneath the pocket. And we're just forming cute little areas in her clothes. And now we're going to go over it with the Y17. And we're just going over and extending. And I guess we'll do some of this pocket in the darker color as well. And I already know that this is going to be too much area for my Y13, so I know I'm going to have to adjust a lot on for my second layer, because this is going to be too much yellow with not enough in the blending for it. And that's just something as you color you'll know like, okay, that area is still too big for my personal liking. And then I always just adjust it on my next round. So back with my Y19, her suspenders are just fine. But now I'm gonna come down a little bit deeper in with that side of her outfit and underneath her pocket. And now the Y17, blending it over, leaving some areas for where that lighter yellow will now bridge all three colors together. And I'm just working it to get that blend how I want it, like so. And there's her cute little outfit. We need to do her little, I guess, the cuffs. We're just gonna fill those in really quick, like so. And now I think for her little shirt, we'll make it pink, but we're just gonna do it like a baby pink, like how we did the Hello Kitty areas. So I'm gonna just use my, let's see, our RV23, and we're just going to add where those shadows would be for a hint of color, like so. And so that was our RV23. And then I'm going to take my R20 to kind of blend that out a little. That's going to make it, tone it down quite a bit in the coloring. And now I'll go in with that colorless blender, and I'm just going to soften it all up, making it a really pale pink. And then we're just going to repeat it. So the blur from the colorless blender, now that the paper is wet from being saturated with it, when they blend, it's gonna turn it to be a paler pink when we do our final color blender here. And just pushing the ink out, making it a lighter pink. And then you still have your shadows, because that's where you actually lay down. Ooh, lost my cap. All right, and then let's just go ahead and color up her shoes really quick in RV25. Then our RV23. And then our R20. And we'll just repeat that really quick with our RV25 again. Just on those edges. RV23. And then that R20. There we have her. And then you can always go in with like a gel pen and add more stuff to her, or put polka dots on her bow, or however you want. But there is our cute little Hello Kitty girl. And now we have to figure out what we're going to put her on. So I just grabbed a couple of my pink papers. I have I think 3 color variations of pink. See if probably the pale pink is what we're probably going to go with, a little bit of accent on there. So do we want to, here's our slimline base. We could do a little bit of a stenciling, and then we can always put, we can always do a shaker if you want, with the new hearts. Probably do it sideways for a slimline. And then I had the hello die, which I thought would be really cute for the side. And we could always give her some shaker bits there. So the first thing I'm gonna end up needing to do is I'm gonna need to cut a mat. If we're gonna stencil here, we need, because our cards are kind of glossy, and you can ink on them, but it's gonna give you a different finish than if you did it on any other kind of cardstock, because it does have a gloss to it. I like to use watercolor paper, especially when I'm going to ink blend a lot. I just think it holds the ink really, really well. But you can use regular cardstock. That's your prerogative. So these card bases are, let's see. Well, let's get this started really quick. I was gonna throw this cutter away, and today actually I said to Steven I was gonna throw it away, and then for the live I couldn't find where I put my new one that I just got. So I was like, I'm glad I didn't throw away my Fiskars. Okay, so this is going to be 3.5. So 3.5. I'm just going to make it like a full card mat for the top of my card. So we got the 3.5, and I think, can't even measure on this one. I believe they're 8 inches. Yeah, by 8, which I can't even cut on here because, you know, I don't have. So we'll have to hand cut that part of it down when we get to it, but I'll just eyeball it for a quick second and just make a mark so I know where I'm going. And then we'll trim it up nice and neat later. Okay, so which stencil do you guys want to do? Do you want to do paw prints, the fun diamonds, or do you want to just have like a little patch of halftone peeking out from behind her? Does anyone have any suggestions on what you guys want to see? I'm not seeing comments right now, so hopefully. All right. Okay, Ashley has never seen a shaker, so we'll have to do a shaker. Brenda needs the hearts. Ebony is shaker queen, so of course she wants the dots, the diamonds, the paw prints. Okay, well, that doesn't help me. Okay, let's see. If we're going to do our shaker here, and then we're going to have, you know, our little sentiments sticking out at some point as well, like so. I think it could be fun to have like the paw prints coming out the side here, because this is going to be covered with your shaker anyway, so you're not going to see anything being stenciled. So it's just like this little area that you need. So I think like maybe if we did some cute little paw prints right there. The sentiments that we have are, you could either do, I didn't know which ones to put in there. We have your one cool cat and have a perfect Valentine's Day. So I think we'll do the paw prints because yeah, I think that'll be some fun there. So let me grab inks and blending brushes. See what we have to do. Put that over there for a moment. And let's see. So we have some different pink hybrid inks now as well. I think we have 3 pinks. We have our new one is the Rosy Cheeks, which is our pale color. And then we have our shocking pink, which is that actually looks really good for her hair. I think we should try some colors here. So I just wanted to, and I don't want to do like a whole area either. Don't forget, we're going to have our word die popping off. So we just need a little bit of an area. But I always like to map things out a little bit so I know, so I don't waste a whole bunch. So just this little area here is all we need to really do. Tape, 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 tape. Shannon, can you throw me that roll of tape right there, the black? Thank you. All right. So, yeah, I think, well, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do the ink blending in pink because we'll probably be doing, all right, we'll do it in pink. We can always do the yellow hello instead. I know. See, I'm all over the board. I never really know what I want to do until I'm going to do it. But let's just go ahead and tape down our stencil. What is that? Did you see? Do you guys see something cool that's being taped down? Is it in camera? So let me find my pink brush. And again, we're just going to do not a whole bunch of ink blending, but just enough. Yep, this will be coming out soon, you guys. This is the new tape. And I'm just making sure my brush over here doesn't have crazy colors still in it because I haven't washed my brushes in a while and I need to. All right, so I am going to be using Rosy Cheeks. And I'm just going to lay down some ink here, and then I'm going to also use the darker one as well. Again, I just want a hint of the colors there. And then we're going to use our shocking pink. Again, just going to go over some of these areas in this, blend them together, but not on all of them. Hopefully I went far enough. Where did I put my case? Okay, let's see what we got. Got some nice little paw prints. And then we have our little girl. It actually looks like pink and orange, how that came out, which I wasn't expecting. But that's okay. All right, so now for shakers. Okay, so Ashley, so when you're doing shakers, just gonna put this aside for real quick and wipe off my ink. So when you're doing shakers, you need to have a base, and then you're gonna need, and this is what's gonna make your wall, and then you have your frame that goes on top with your acetate. And depending on how fat your shakers are, how thick they're gonna be, these ones are actually really thin. They're like this, like a sheet of paper. So we probably don't have to make as big as a wall as we have with some of our other ones. But that's how you determine either with your foam tape or I like to do them in chipboard. I like to cut several of the chipboards out and then just stack them together. I think they line up better. And then also from the side view, I don't like on foam tape ones when you can see the foam tape on the side. So you're just going to get some chipboard, and let me grab, I'm going to need a couple sheets because it's only 6 by 6, but you're going to cut a couple of these out, and I'm probably going to cut out like, oh, I'm sorry, we got to cut one of these, and then the frames are what we have to cut several of. So let me grab some chipboard. And then we're just going to start cutting. Oh, something just fell. And don't mind my big shot, it's a hot mess. I hate when you get from all your cuts the beautiful track in there with everything. So I'm just going to, sorry, thank you. Oh, did it break? Oh no, it just popped off, okay. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, I was looking the other way, and I think I just put my die in completely crooked, you guys. Because it's stuck. I did, look what I did. Oh my goodness, see, I heard something crash on the floor, and I turned my head, and then everything shifted. See, these are the bloopers. You can't buy this stuff anywhere, you guys. This is how you learn all your mistakes. Don't do what Annie does. She fixed that. Unbelievable. That was kind of funny, actually, but good thing I have spare dies, right? All right, here we go again. Let's go ahead and crank out our die. So that is your frame, and then you have these pieces you need to make the bottom part that's going to hold your shaker bits in. I think I bent my die over there. But anyway, so it just pops out like that. So that's going to be your base piece. And now I'm just going to cut several of the frames out so I can make my wall. And I'm going to think probably maybe just 4, maybe 5 tops should be enough for me to get like so. Let's see, the chipboard cuts out really super nice. That was just one pass through. It's a really good quality chipboard. So we just have to cut a few more of these. And then we need an acetate. And then we'll need, yeah, Annie's do's and don'ts. I have bloopers in like every single video. Like if you guys ever catch me on when I do the expo ones, like there's always something that goes wrong in my videos. But hey, that's life. Nothing's perfect. Like I said, I mean, I just kind of wing it. So, of course, I'm going to have do's and don'ts in my videos because I never know if something's going to work or not until I actually try it. Oh, dang it. This one's got stuck, too. Lordy. All right. There we go. That was a loud pop. Alrighty. Oh, you know why? It was 2 pieces of chipboard together. No wonder why. Didn't even realize that. And look, it still cut the top one just fine. But now we'll just lay this on there. See, there's another blooper for y'all. It doesn't even matter. These are all going to be glued together. So it doesn't even matter that this one might be a little ugly because I put the other one back on top. So I might have funky stitch lines on it. Doesn't matter. No, still looks good. Perfect. Okay, so let me see how many I ended up with. Oop, I just broke one. Sheesh. All right, so 1, 2. Let me just cut one more because I just broke that one really quick. Make sure there's only one. Not like last time. Yeah, it probably does help beginners because sometimes you see someone's project and you're just so intimidated, like, oh my God, I could never do that or whatever. And then if you saw all the mistakes they probably made getting to that place, you'd probably feel a lot better. Makes them human. All right, so now I got my frames cut to make my wall. I got my bottom piece that's going to be, well, actually, we don't want that in chipboard. That'll be ugly. No, we need that in white. So we need that in our watercolor paper. Let's see, here's there the watercolor, so it'll be white. What was I thinking? All right, so we want that in white. And now we just have to cut a piece of acetate and then decide on our frame for the top decorative part. So there's that. Now my acetate sheet. Grab one of those real quick. Cut a piece of this to cut. Nearly there. And then, Ebony, are you asking what acetate is, or are you saying like acetate? Like that's what I needed to cut. So I'm not sure what you're asking, but this is the acetate. This is the plastic piece that's gonna go on the thing. And then we need to decide on our frame. So do we want to do the hot pink coloring that will match her hair? Because I think the pale pink might just be a little too pale. So I'm gonna cut the frame in the hot pink, I think. If I don't like it, I'll just quickly cut one in the pale. No big deal. Let's just get this baby going. Oh, because I haven't cut it yet. Oh, because that would have been a blooper. I was putting together a shaker card without any acetate. That would have been a great one. Especially when I was like, oh, you guys, look at it shake. And it goes all over. That would have been hilarious. All right, let me just move that out of the way. Get this out of the frame. Okay, oop, my whole desk leg shifted there. All right, here we go. Ugh. Now to find some glue. All right, so we're gonna first just start putting the frames. Where's the one I ripped? Here, this one. We don't like you unless we really need you later. All right, so you're gonna take all of the ones that are the frames. And what you're doing here, Ashley, is you're just gonna glue them all together so that they make what I call is the wall. It's just the thickness, but if you don't do it this way, it's fine. You would just need foam tape, 1/4-inch foam tape to go around the edges, and that would replace the thickness of these frames. So, let's see if we have a glue blender today. Oh, yeah, the glue's fine. I haven't needed to put a pin in it because it gets clogged or anything with that lid. So, all right, so I'm just gonna put 2 of them together. That's why I love using these, because you know they're gonna all line up perfectly because it's from the die. So you don't gotta worry about that part of it. Everything just lines up easy peasy. Let's add our next one, like so. And again, you might, depending on what your shaker bits are, you might need 10 of these. It just all depends how thick your bits are inside. Some of them are chunkier than others, so you just gotta play around and get the thickness the way you want. I've seen people that have done them with the shaker cards where they've had to do 2 rows of foam when they use foam tape. And then I just think that does not look so pretty on the side view. So that's why, like I said, I like using the chipboard. And it also makes it more sturdier than the foam tape as well. Time management, are you telling me like I've been here for like 80 years now and you need to go to bed soon, Kevin? Is that what you're saying? All right, so there is our frame that we're gonna put on our bottom piece. Like so. Glue, 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 glue. And you're just going to, that side's got, put that down like so. Lines up perfectly because they were all made to go together. Okay, and then you still have your acetate sheet and your frame that's going to end up going on top. But let's just look at our little chica chica here, because do we like it with the dark pink? Yeah, actually I do. I think it'll look cuter with the hot pink than if we used the lighter pink. Yeah, I like the hot pink one. If you make the wall pretty thick, it'll probably make the card thicker than a 1/4 inch, which means that a forever stamp is not enough if you try to mail it. Ask you how you know. Okay, Inma, she knows because I'm assuming you've done it multiple times. You never know with the post office though either. Sometimes they accept things and they don't hit you like, oh, there's not enough postage on it. And then sometimes they send it back to you like you owe 4 cents. It just drives you crazy. All right, so now I'm just taking my frame piece and I'm going to put that to my, clean off my acetate. It had some chipboard fuzz. Ooh, and see, this is the part, this is probably the hardest part, not that it's hard at all. It's just that the acetate gets slippery when you're using the wet glue. Just like so. But again, it all fits together perfectly. So I'm just gonna let that dry for a quick hot second while we grab some of our, yeah, so Brenda, that's what happened with her. She sent out several cards, all the exact same thickness. One came back with not enough postage and the rest went through. It just depends, I think, who's working that day. Like if they're in a good mood or not in a good mood. Who the frick knows? If I mail from home, it's fine. But if I go in, it's more. Oh. Yeah, when they like to nickel and dime you sometimes too. Look how cute these are. They have little words on them as well. Look at this one says XOXO. That one says love. Ooh, I don't know what's this one. This one's really small in there. What? Can't even read. Something in kisses. My finger keeps covering up the top part, so I can't even read it. Oh, wrong way. Oh, sweet kisses. Oh, they're cute. Some of these have cute little. They're really tiny to read. Some of them are a little blurred out. Ooh, look, we got a broken heart right there. You guys see it? That one. Bad luck. Take that out of there. Not allowed. Oh, and a fuzzy. All right, so let's just add some more. Now, if I was Miss Ebony, I would probably be putting my whole bag in here because she loves to hear them shaking. She loves the noise of the shake, shake, shake. But I'm just making them flat as I can so that when I put the lid on, none of them get caught in there. All right, so now we can put our topper piece on. So, oh, That's that broken piece. He just wants... See, Ebony just said it's not enough bits. Ebony is going to make this project, and she's going to have her bits, and then she's going to be like, this is how you do it, y'all. You need 800 tons of shaker bits in order for Ebony to love it. It's got to jingle and jangle for her to hear it, or it's just not done proper. That's so funny. Okay. That was a big, it's like icing a cake. You know how sometimes you get that thick part? Okay, so here is my topper piece, and we're just going to, this is sometimes when the beautiful, oh my gosh, see? Blooper. Who caught that? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to clean. Oh. Sometimes this is when you're laying it on is when all the static cling comes. Here they go. Staticky clingy. See, I told you we were going to have bloopers tonight, you guys. Okay, if I load it up, Miss Ebony, then that means there's less of it to sell in the store. How's that? So you don't want me to load mine up, because then you can't buy 20 packs. So the less for Anne means the more for everybody else. There we go. I'm going to have to clean the... Look at that. What a hot mess, you guys. Glue. And it was on the front side because it flipped over. Oh, well, such is life. Okay, so... Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to put this matte piece on our thing because we have to trim it, remember? Oh, the card's the wrong way. So let's go this way. Let's just add our glue really quick to our card base so then I know where I am. Oh, this one's starting to get low. Then I can trim it. So exciting. You make little swirls of glue. Like so. Make sure we got the open side on the open. There we go. Lay that down here. Oh my goodness. Can you believe that that flipped over the way it did? I can't believe that happened. So crazy. All right, so I'm just gonna trim that extra piece off. Do that really quick. Kevin, you make me laugh. All right, there's that. Now we got this here, and then our girl's there, and now we need that hello. We need to cut out that pretty hello to stick right over there for our, and actually I'll probably put that on an angle or something too. Who knows? All right, so, no, too much pink. So what color should we do our hello in? I don't even know if I have any pretty foil around here. But I know we'll put her like that. Oh, you know what we have to cut out too is our sentiments. Where did I put that sheet? Over here somewhere. I have to cut these out. Let's just get this going here. Move her out of the way again before she gets trampled. Bring back Mr. Dirty Big Shot. And let's get our banner dies in here. Lordy. All right. Just gonna lay that on there like so. Don't shift. All right. It's been a long day, you guys. All right, so we have that. Let's pop this out, if I can pop it out. Come on, pop out. Now I gotta go find my little tool thingy. Where is my toolkit thingy? Here we go. Now I got it in here. Pop. Ta-da! Banner. Let's grab, let me just cut the other one out just in case I want to use that one with it. Don't shift on me. Yeah, all right. Get a little sparkle on there. I don't have all my supplies out here in the dining room, unfortunately, because we just last weekend, like, took our racks that we take to the expo and doubled them up so I could actually maybe get back into my bedroom where my own stuff is in the IKEA mat thingies. Where'd I put the... All right, I'll figure that out later. All right. Here we go. Lord. Oh, okay, sorry. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay, so yellow for my... Hello. If I don't have it, we'll just do it with... That's orange. That's brown. Oh, I think I found a piece of yellow. I got yellow. Woohoo! Alright, so let's just cut that. And let's just quickly grab this again. Cut out. Here we go. There is our hello word. Get off there. Maybe we should mat it. It seems so flimsy. That is not a very thick cardstock we had there. And she's gonna go over here, and then she's gonna have her little sentiments like so. Look it, and even when I did the stencil, look, I got the line there too. So we got to cover stuff up today. I think it needs to be matted. Look, you guys. Not pretty. Well, it's okay, but it's not pretty. So let me just cut out a couple more in different colors, and we will see what we think. Y'all thought I was joking when I told you I wing stuff, but this is how it goes. You never know what you're gonna get. It's half the fun. So let's see if we did a hot pink under it. Maybe even like a peachy orange, since we have that too. I think I have a piece of orange paper somewhere. Oh, that's really orange though. Let's see. That's really orange, but you know what? It's just gonna be for a layer, so it might not be too crazy. Because it's just to have a hint of color behind everything else. Get that here. All right, so let's see how these three colors are gonna go together. I like pink and orange together anyway. I think it's a pretty combination. So I was kind of happy that that ended up looking a little orangey. Those are popped out. And grab these little pop outs in the bird die. All right, so we want the yellow to be on the top. So maybe yellow. Oh yeah, it's gonna look cute, you guys. Look, It's gonna look cute with the colors. Woohoo! Okay, so now we gotta layer these. So, let's see, do I want my shadow? I usually do my shadows up and to the right, like so. Alrighty, so let's just get some glue down and start wiggling where we're gonna be putting. Oh, got a chunky piece in there. All right. I'm running out, not fun. There we go. When you do these shadows, you don't have to glue the whole thing because you don't know where it's all gonna end up hitting. But I like my shadows to go up to the top and to the right a little bit. And then you just gotta kind of wiggle it so it begins to line up, like so. And then we'll put the yellow on top of that one. So let's just get some more. Purple goes with everything. We got some purple fans. Okay. And I'm not even worried about my glue showing because, as you know, StampAnniething glue dries clear. And now that I have the bottoms done, now I know where I can add some for these legs of the loops of the H and the L's. And we probably need a little bit on the O. I don't know. Nope. O looks good. All right. So we got our hello. Our little girl, which I'm going to probably need foam dots for, and I don't know where they're at the moment. I'm going to put the shaker off on an angle. I have to stand up because I'm too short and I can't see on my desk very well. You guys, you should have told me. I was like out of freaking camera focus here for a while. All right, so we're gonna put that. So what do you guys think of that? Do we like, whoops, that needs to go under her hair. Be like so. She is not gonna fit in an envelope. We're gonna have to make her own envelope, that is for sure. Alrighty. So I am going to first glue down our hello. I probably normally would have been ink blending this, so it adds some more dimension to it. Oh, I forgot the little part on this L here. That's got to get glued as well. Alrighty. So we want to cover up our little mistake with our stencil that was there. All right, we're gonna want to hide that probably a little bit under her bellies. I'm gonna put that on an angle. Oops. I'll put it this way maybe. I hate sometimes when like the corners stick out behind them. So I like to cover them as much as I can. And then this can go in there. Let me see if I have pop dots in this little holder of mine. Really super quick. If I don't find them within a couple seconds, then I will not, obviously, be doing foam dots. Nope, that's not foam dots. Dang it. Crapper. Hold on one second. I think I know where foam dots might be. Let's look. Alright. Found a bag. Actually, these are from grab and goes. I shouldn't be using them, but oops. Has to happen. All right, so I'm just going to grab my glue. Sticking this on this angle. Yeah, if you try this at home, make your stuff smaller so it'll fit in an envelope. And I still got to clean that off later. Oh, whatever. It's not going to... And then we're going to put her there. Just put this... Oh, I wanted the... Wrong. We wanted this one. We wanted the Valentine. Good thing I caught it now. Could you imagine? Sheesh. All right, have a perfect Valentine's. Get that there. Okay, and now let's just get, because she is glued here, but not there, this side of her is going to need to be foam dotted. So she'll be level. And it's probably going to take two dots for that side because our shaker is thick. So let us see. Let's do by this pigtail. And Defo might even need 3. We don't know. Let's see. See how high we have to go to get. And this is so beautiful. Do you guys all get the Copic middle, the Copic middle finger of color? I call it. Yeah. So 2 pop dots is gonna make her level. So now we just have to see where our pop dots are gonna need to go. Oop, grab too many. Like that. And that's gonna go here. And that's gonna hang off, and gonna have to cut for her toes, her little feet there. So that one, oh, her other foot's hanging over too. Didn't realize. So let's just, all right. Stick that one there. Like so. Perfect. So cute, so cute. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of the glue to this side, and then I'm gonna remove my dots. Now we can get her where boop. There's shaking action, Ebony. There's not enough for you. It doesn't make the noise like yours does, but there's in there. And there is our cute little Hello Kitty. Hello. Oh, we forgot. You know what I forgot? We forgot to do her eyeball. Dot. Oh, seriously? Dot. Dot. Well, that one's not as big. Here we go. You could add polka dots to her bow and her outfit, whatever you guys want. So there is our cute little Hello Kitty Perfect Valentine's card. Thank you so much for joining Hot Mess Annie's Digital Stamp Day. Oh, it was a long day for reals. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, this image is free just till midnight tonight. So don't forget to grab her if you haven't already. It's been up all day. So, if you missed it, shame, shame. You gotta make sure you go over there, grab your image, and, make your fun Valentine's. It's gonna be here before you know it. It's like literally, what, a month away almost. So, yeah, crazy. All right, you guys, you have a good evening, and if you, yeah, Hot Mess Annie's Lives. If you need anything, you always know where to find me. In the group, in the messenger, by email. You can video call me, whatever you need. If you need anything, just let me know. You guys have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye, you guys. Have a good one.